Welcome to Top 10 LGBT indie games I played. Or you can see it as also LGBT characters in indie games I played before. Number 10. Miss Fiction by Hatoge. This is a game that you're gonna like if you like toxic yaoi, or even if you just like regular yaoi. You're a character that got kidnapped by the other character on the shipping, and you're also being helped by your other friend that's also LGBT, and you have to escape, right? This crazy guy that wants to own you in a kinky way, but also in a very psychotic way. So if you want to try this, it's an RPG Maker game. It was pretty fun. You can watch the video. All the links to these games will be in the description. You can also go to the itch.io page from there and download the game to play it yourself. As you can see, I got stuck there pretty often and died over and over again. But there's a good chance that you're gonna enjoy this game if you just like yaoi, whatever kind of yaoi you like. This one's pretty good. It's also a good game on its own, right? Number 9. Don't Give Up on Me by the developer Stefano Fornari Games. If you like visual novels, you're bound to like this game. Obviously, it's, as you can see, it's about trans character, right? But besides that, besides being an LGBT game, it's also a really good visual novel. It has pretty fun characters. It's not too short, but not too long. It was pretty enjoyable. And it's pretty like anime coded if you want to think about it that way, right? You can see Fukuitsuki on screen right now. That's one of my favorite characters of all the visual novels I played. The illustrations of the characters are very cute. The backgrounds are pretty well done. It has some like mysterious elements to it too. So it's not just about being LGBT, right? Or being trans. It also has a pretty interesting story that you can try for yourself. And yeah, I don't really have a lot to say because it will spoil the visual novel for you guys. So if you like visual novels or you just like trans characters in games, we don't see those ones often, right? Please give it a try. Number 8. The Morning Star by the developer Rono. So, we were just talking about toxic yaoi, right? If you like toxic yaoi, you were definitely gonna like this one. This is, I think it might be the toxiest yaoi I have played, but it's also somehow like yaoi tends to be kind of wholesome too, right? This game also has a pretty interesting element that it's not exactly time traveling, but like the story gets a little weird in a good way, and you have to like solve a mystery while you're playing, while you're dealing with your emotions, and you're dealing like what to do. It also gets somehow spooky. Like it actually gets a little bit scary at times, which is surprising, right? Managing this like the relationship and the scary thing and the toxic yaoi and everything. Again, if you like visual novels or you really like messed up characters in a good way, please give this game a try. Number 7. Nightshade by the developer Trill Switch. This might be the first LGBT game I played in the channel. I'm not sure, but it was one of the first ones probably, and it was definitely the first one with the LGBT elements were so prominent. This is another visual novel. You're gonna see that a lot of these games in this top are visual novels because a visual novel developer seems to be really LGBT. And they make really interesting stories about being LGBT, right? But this is not only about being gay, which is it's a big part of the game, all right? But it's not only that, as you can tell from the name of the game, it's also about solving a murder mystery. Granted, this game, it's just a demo version. The last time I played, it was just a demo. I don't know if they released the full version or something like that. But at least the demo was fairly entertaining. So if you liked this one, please give it a try. But be aware that it might not be a full game to play. Number 6. Sonakara End of a Journey by the developer Kale Chips. So this is actually one of my favorites. Again, just to be clear, this top, it's not the first one. It's not the best. It's not in any specific order. This might be my favorite game or like one of my top 3 favorite games in this top. But I decided not to make the top about the best game, right? This is another visual novel, but this one, I would say it has a few LGBT characters, but forget about that. This is one of the greatest visual novels. So you will do yourself a favor if you go and play this right now. as you can see, the illustrations are very cute and also very unique. The backgrounds are just amazing, the music. But more importantly, I think for this visual novel, it's the way it's written. I think it might be one of the best written visual novels I have read. And while you're at that, you will do yourself a favor and try all the other visual novels by this developer, because I think all of them at least have one LGBT character, and all of them are very good. Extra entry. Extra entry, Dead Dating by Mr. Ryu. You know, if you're an OG of the channel, if you have been to my streams, you knew this game has to be here. You're watching it on screen. This is my, to this day, the publishing of this video, this is my most watched video, and I guess you can see why. I just played because it was on my feed. It was kind of fun actually, but you know, it's not my time of game because of the visuals, which are really, really good, but not to my taste. However, it has a murder plot and everything like that, right? So if you like what you're seeing on screen, and it's not me, please give it a try. It's a pretty fun game. Go watch the video, drop a like. I cannot believe this is my most watched video, but this game had to be on this stuff, right? And you know, granted, for what I played, it's not a bad game. Like even for someone like me that doesn't like this kind of content, it's not a bad game. So if you like this kind of content, I'm sure you're gonna have a fun time with this game. Number 5. Hungry Neighbors by the developer Cat Loves Dog. This might be the only game I played. I think there's maybe a couple more, but with a prominent non-binary character. It's also, you're seeing it on screen, right? The bunny. It's also one of the spookiest games I play. I played the demo version. I haven't played the full version. I don't know if it's out yet. But the story is really good. The gameplay is really fun, and it gets messed up. So if you like spooky things, disguised as really cute things with some LGBT sprinkled on, you will do yourself a favor trying this game. It is, again, it's a spooky game. You're seeing it on screen, right? It's really scary, but it's also really fun, and it also gets really, really wholesome, right? It's kind of a dating sim, but it's also a game based on the days, right? So different things happen on different seasons. I would like to think about this game as like spooky Animal Crossing, but with the dating sim instead of building stuff, right? Please give this game a try. It's really good. Number 4. Penny Field Mouse Saves Her Wife by the developer Mouse Mouse Moose. It's time for the Yuri. It was about time for the Yuri. This is one of the simplest games in this video. It's just a platforming game with puzzles, which is really, really fun, but granted, it's simple and it's not a visual novel. But it's really, really cute. And I'm kind of spoiling the ending in this video, right? I'm gonna block it. But it's really cute. It's about a mouse trying to save her wife, and you have to do a bunch of puzzle things that I'm not gonna spoil you, but it's really, really fun. Please give it a try. This is actually one of the games I think anyone can play because it's super, super wholesome. Like super, super wholesome. And honestly, it's just cute. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't know what to say, but this is just too cute, and you have to try it because it's cute and it's fun and it's puzzles. You don't need anything else to have a nice experience. It's also not a really long game, so you don't have to spend like 5 hours playing it, right? Please give this game a try. It's really good. If you like Yuri, even if you don't like Yuri, it's really, really good. Number 3. Good Morgan Eve by the developer Bergmite. Again with the Yuri, we're not stopping with the Yuri because I love Yuri. Everyone loves Yuri. It's so wholesome, it's so cute. And sometimes, like this time, it's really, really toxic, right? As you can see, this is a game about Eve and her girlfriend, and a bunch of mess up things happen that I will not spoil you because the essence of this RPG Maker game, it's in the surprise, right? So I'm not gonna spoil you anything. I'm just gonna tell you the illustrations are really cute. It's an RPG Maker, you know how this works, right? You walk, you click on things until you trigger something, you keep moving forward, there's a story, there's a creepy person, a bunch of things happen that it's really, really unexpected, and I will give my life for more games like this because it was super enjoyable. It was also really cute. The main character, it's so relatable, and there's another LGBT surprise that I'm not gonna spoil you because again, it will be kind of spoiling the game, right? Because it has cute girls, it has a very mysterious plot that gets creepy, so what are you waiting for? Give this game a try, please. Number 2. Midgirl by Mala. This might be one of the most disturbing games. It's not, if not the most disturbing game in this iceberg. It's not an iceberg, it's a top 10 video. I don't know what I'm saying. Again, if you don't like bloody things, meaty things, maybe you shouldn't play this game. But if you like, you know, Yuri, which is also gets kind of toxic, but not in your usual toxic way, but it's also like a really emotional, you gotta think about it a little bit way. We don't usually see that in games, right? You have to think about everything that happens in this game. Again, I'm trying not to spoil anything, but please give it. It has really cute girls. They are really messed up in very realistic ways, which is usually something we don't see. RPG Maker games usually go into the fantasy territory, right? But this one also does that, but also stays really grounded in the things you do. And as you can see, everything is really fleshy. And the character design, especially the angel girl, it's really good. So again, if you like Yuri, give this a try. Extra entry. One Girl's Trashed by the developer Arcade Kitten. This might be the only game that actually has an aromantic character and also has a trans character, and they're also really cute characters. This is an RPG Maker game when someone steals your trash and you have to take it back. So you go and ask your friends that are these characters, and I can tell you how cute I think this character on screen right now is. It was by far my favorite. All the characters in this game are really cute, and the story is also really nice. It's unlike most other RPG Maker games, also unlike most other LGBT games, this one doesn't have a heavy story that the world is gonna end and everything is so traumatic, right? It's just like a little quest with friends. You share some feelings, you learn a thing or two about like people like in real life, right? Which is really good. It's a really enjoyable game. Like if you don't want to get into heavy stuff like with the other games on this top 10, please give this one a try. Really cute characters, really interesting gameplay, and a nice story to enjoy, right? So please give this one a try. Number 1. Where's Juniper by the developer Bergmite? I'm breaking the one game by developer rule with this one, but I think this is a Yuri game, and this is the Yuriest game ever. This is not toxic. This is so sweet. You're gonna get diabetes if you play this. If you just look at this game, you're gonna die. The characters are super cute. Like the relationship between the girlfriends, it's the sweetest thing ever. I have played dozens, maybe hundreds of Yuri games, and nothing quite like this. It is so good, so wholesome, a little bit of everything that it's good in a relationship, right? But it's also an RPG Maker game, and the gameplay and the things you do in the game are not to be scoffed at, because it's also a really fun game to go, right? You're looking for your wife, you know, Juniper, where's she? And you don't find her right away, and at the end you discover a little nice surprise that I'm not gonna spoil you. And I really like characters that kinda look like me, and Juniper kinda looks like me. So please give it a try, it's a really enjoyable game. So this was the top 10 LGBT indie games I play, or LGBT indie games with LGBT characters, right? If you like this kind of video, please let me know. I'm not used to doing top 10s or like iceberg things or like list things. If you like this one, please let me know with a comment, with a like, everything. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next indie game video, stream, or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.